Yeah. Happy Sunday, fun day. We was off last week. Went on a little fun vacation. But it's good to be back. Was looking forward to this day. Talk this NBA talk. A little bit about hip hop because we had a couple albums come out that I actually listened to. So we're gonna evolve more into other things opposite of just not just basketball, but just in the basement talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy, Mr. Next Step himself. We in the basement with Next Step and K. K will be on in a second. But yeah, we had a nice little vacation last week. Me and the fam went away to this place called American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey, up North Jersey. Nice place. If anybody ain't never been there before, family place, amusement park, indoor mall with amusement park, water park, and miniature golf and a lot of little activities for kids. It was a great place. Had a good time there. Opposite of that, actually another happy birthday shout out to my daughter Alyssa. She just turned the big 12 on Friday. We went to Main Event yesterday, and she had a good time. Thank you for all the family and friends that came through to Main Event. It was a good look. So she had a great weekend from Friday, Saturday. You know how they do the birthday weekend. Now she's still here. She home with her little cousin Riley upstairs having a good old time. But yeah, man, we're gonna talk about these NBA playoffs. We're gonna talk about Pusha T had an album come out as well that I like. Yeah, I really liked it. If there's any other albums out there that I may have not seen or heard, let me know. Speak it, bring it to light so we can see it. Talk about it. But yeah, my boy here. There
he is.
Mr. KKK himself.
Ooh,
so you in the building with Next. Yeah. So you in the basement with Next Step and my boy
K.
He ain't dropped the mic this time, y'all. He ain't dropped the mic. He got a fresh baldy. He ain't got his hat on. He good. He got his note.
got my Clippers. Got my Clippers shirt on. We
we definitely gonna get into that. Cause Mike definitely had something to say to you.
About what?
About the when he gave you that Reggie Jackson statement on Facebook. How much did Reggie had?
Oh, he had 27.
That was your response to him.
Yeah, he had 27. He had 27 points.
That's all you could come up with. Yeah, but yeah, you in the basement with Next Step of K. We back, episode 13. For all of y'all who've been following us and subscribing and constantly commenting, we appreciate y'all. We just growing. We got 68 subscribers. Let's push it. I want to get to 100. I want to get to 100. That's major for me, for us. Mm-hmm. Let's get to 100. So if y'all know anybody that's not up on it on the show, holla at us. He's back. Your boy back. What up, Mister? What's up, Mr. Tiny Nuts himself? We appreciate you, bro. Always jumping in early. We appreciate you, big bro. Yeah, your boy. I got on him right away with your comment about the Reggie Jackson. You hit him with Facebook. Yeah, but we gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into all that right now. But yeah, we here, man. Had a great time of this past week. Like I was saying prior to, I had a vacation. Then my daughter's birthday was Friday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Liz' birthday was Friday, so she just in here just having a good old time.
Oh, the little one.
Yeah. Most definitely. She ain't little no more. She's almost tall as the person in the house now. Believe it or not, Kay. I don't know where she getting this height from, but she taller than almost everybody besides me. And I ain't that tall, as you know. But yeah, she taller than everybody up in this joint, man.
Dang, she probably tell you what to do and everything.
Nah. She tries though. She's a mirror image of me, so I just be like, man, what the hell? When she be saying stuff and having the attitudes, I be like, she get this from?
You get it from me. You get it from me. Yeah.
I just walk away like.
Yeah, that's my mirror image right there.
Yeah,
That's my mirror image.
it's my mirror image directly, yo. But yeah,
Mhm.
man,
Mhm.
we're gonna talk a little bit about, definitely about the NBA playoffs.
Oh,
We're
most
gonna
definitely.
we're gonna speak on a little bit of USFL that's going on. And if anybody's been watching it, just
Yeah.
just touch on it until we get a little bit more integrated with what's going on with that. Then we had like I was mentioning also that Pusha T had an album just came out. I don't know if you heard it, but
I heard bits and pieces of it.
yeah. Push it back out. Push it back out, and it is a great album produced by Kanye.
He sounded like old Pusha.
Yeah.
He sounded like old Push. Like,
Yes.
And I definitely know Kyle. Kyle will definitely have a lot of. He's definitely more than qualified to to speak on that because he's a diehard Clips fan. I'm a Clips fan too. But Kyle is, shout out to the Black Psychologist podcast. He is a diehard Clippers fan. Clips fan. Excuse me. In regards to like the Neptunes, Pharrell, even the old album that never like got on that never got sold, which is I think was exclusive auto footage or something like that from the Clips. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that about that one.
Look it up. Yeah, Kyle will tell you. Yeah, look it up. He'll give you a couple fun facts and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely definitely shout out to Pusha T.
Most definitely. And I want to also give a rest in peace to DJ K Slay, who passed away this week. I think he passed away Friday of last week. Not this Friday, but the Friday of last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Big shout out to K Slay's family. Our condolences from In the Basement, the Next Step in KC. We send our condolences to you and the family. K Slay was a big hip hop independent artist, pusher of of this jogging rap that is this horrible. He was a big pusher of the people that that independent artists to get them on. And the last album, I actually listened to the last couple albums because he had the 100 MCs, the 40 MCs. It was crazy.
50 MC.
Yeah. And the last one I think he put out was 100 MCs. Yeah. But it was crazy, and that was just his driving force. Like he always would say, "Yo, I ain't got the time for this mumble rap and all this other stuff." Yep. And he would have crazy artists like himself. His protege was, Papoose. So big shout out to K Slay and his family. Rest in peace. You will be missed in the hip hop community.
Oh, definitely, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you have a favorite? Do you have any favorite K Slay mixtapes? I can name a couple of them.
Yo, if you want me to be honest, his mixtape game was like stupid because he has just so many freestyles opposite of just songs off albums. Yeah. But I still got in my garage. If I was going in my garage, I still got tons of CDs, mixtapes, CDs from Clue. I actually was just talking to who was over here? My cousin Teddy. He was just over here week before last, and we was in the garage, and I was like, saw the suitcase. I'm like, what's that? What you still got that suitcase for?
Oh, the suitcase with the CDs in it?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
These young boys is too
they
young
don't
for this.
They don't know that.
They don't know.
I got my cousin Cosmic Kev. I still got his CDs up. I got a couple of his CDs, mixtapes in this John. Big shout out to Cosmic. Yeah. So but yeah, man. But yeah, I can't name one specific CD, but he had some banging freestyles and stuff on there, man. That was crazy.
One of my favorite ones were one of my favorite K Slay mixtapes were like anything doing with the Diplomats, that Diplomat movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Listen, anything Jim Jones, Cameron, Jules Santana. Even some of the newer guys like Bezel, J.R. Ryder.
J.R. Ryder. Oh yes, J.R.
What's my man Hellrail?
Hellrail had his album. He had like two good cuts on that album that I for the hell of it. I think that's what for the hell of it. Yeah, That song was crazy. I used to listen to that song like he was the greatest artist in America. Like for the hell of it, that beat was crazy, like stupid crazy on that John. But yeah,
I remember when Hell Rell said, "What did he say?" It was a K Slade mixtape. I think it was K Slade, the Drama King.
Drama King.
Yeah,
that's all Drama. Oh, you mentioned Drama King. Like I'm telling you, I got plenty of those Johns upstairs. Yeah. Pause. I got plenty of them Johns upstairs.
He said, "What did Hell Rell said?" He said, "Let me keep the edited version." He said,
"No, we straight."
Okay, he said, "I know." He said, "I know chicks that are high price. I know chicks that will smash you for some chicken and fried rice." Then he said, "Like the guy would do the cosign. I'm in the hood like mailboxes and stop signs." I'm like, come on, bro.
You wouldn't expect that out of him, man.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. You definitely wouldn't expect that out of her. Yep. But yeah, man. K had some crazy joints on that drum. But the 25 MCs, the 50 MCs, the 75 to the 100.
Yeah.
Crazy, ooh. Man. Crazy. And you know what? In the retrospect, K Slade deserves something monumental in the hip hop community for what he's done since he's been around. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
From his younger years up to his last days, because I never knew he was suffering from the COVID situation, because that's what he passed away from.
Neither did I. I didn't even hear about it.
Because the 100 MCs just came out and he had a video for it and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, that it caught me off guard, man. But I'm gonna get a soundbite for one of his something that he usually say. A couple of things that he usually say. You know,
I can tell you what he says. I remember one of my favorite intros when and me and Kyle we repeat it to this day. Like this when Certified Gangsters first came out. Like that joint, and he was like, "Yo, the name of this new joint here is called Certified Gangsters. If you turn your radios off." I was like, "Oh, don't do that to him." Man.
K go right there. He don't have no remorse for these suckers, man.
Oh man.
Yep.
I love it. I mean, like, you know, Clue, Tony Touch is another one.
So, Doo-Wop. You can't forget about Doo-Wop, because with him and his. You know, oh my gosh, dog. Doo-Wop and Clue. I used to faithfully every Friday go to Sound City at Broad Downey and get my. I used to be in line trying to get my mixtapes and stuff. Crazy. Doo-Wop mixtapes. I'm gonna try to find a way to get some of them Jones.
I'm gonna take you back, yo.
I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to get them Doo-Wops, because them freestyles, Doo-Wop himself, and then when he had to have like Cannabis and all them on them Jones.
I still have that Clue. I still have that Clue CD or that Clue tape. My bad. I'm really taking it back. Do you remember now? Here, I'm gonna take it back for you one more time. Do you remember your first mixtape that you ever purchased?
I ain't had to purchase none when I first started, because Cosmic made all of me and my uncles, and like he just boom
bring right in the corner. He made me a nice little mixtape.
Yeah, Cosmic. I ain't had to worry about
$5, but you know.
Yeah. That's, you know. Yeah. But if I had to purchase, and I think my purchase of a mixtape probably was like I don't know which one was first, but it had to be either DJ Clue or Doo-Wop. It was one of the two. It was one of the two.
Because it could have been both. Because you could have got like a 2 for $10, or 2 for $15, or
right,
like that.
Right. Yeah, because Sound City used to blow them Jones out. Yep. Oh, big shout out and congratulations to my cousin Fred and the kid. They just got married out in Dominican Republic. They got married yesterday.
All right.
Unfortunately, I couldn't make it out there, but my cousin Steve, Lyle out there.
Oh, Lyle out there? Okay.
Yeah, Lyle out there and everything. But congratulations to them. Nakia, welcome to the family. Well, you've been family for a while, but now it's official. Welcome to the family.
Get the barbecue.
Yep, no doubt. Now I'll invite you to the crib. You know, we when we had the July 4th bang boogie down here, John. But yeah, man.
I remember my first mixtape was DJ Clue.
Mm-hmm.
Heat Wave 95. This is when Biggie Smalls.
Okay, your memory is ridiculous, dog. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Cause you be coming up with I'll be like, ain't no way hell. You see, I'm like, it was either DJ Clue or Doo-Wop. You be remembering everything in specific.
I'm trying to remember the intro because the intro was Pharoah Monch. Pharoah Monch was on there. Biggie Smalls was on there. Pudgy the Fat Bastard.
Pudgy the Fat Bastard. Yeah, Pudgy used to be tough. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what songs were on there that stood out. I think a couple of Biggie Small songs were on there, like, One More Chance was on there.
Yeah. Clue would mainly play album cuts off of, the future album. But that was back when mixtapes, when a song would come out and you would get on a mixtape before you'll hear it on anything else. So they would get the exclusive song first. So Clue would mainly play album cuts and then have his freestyles. Doo-Wop will play something like that, but Doo-Wop will more likely get a bunch of freestyles, and then he'll have some, mixtape songs. You know what I'm saying? Posse cuts. They used to call it posse cuts back in the day.
But you know about posse cuts.
What? Dog, don't get twisted. That was my best thing, man. Dog, I'm telling you, dog. You could tell me anything about posse cuts, dog. But so
like a what's his face? The Armor. What's some good posse cuts that I've heard over the years? Fabulous 4 remix. What? Come on, man.
What?
Yo, we could do a whole podcast on this joke.
That could be next. We could bring that up next week or something. You know what I'm saying? But we here right now talk about it for a little bit. But yeah, could be on the death of DJ Kay Slay was bringing up some memories, but Kay Slay had his hand in all that type of stuff as well, because he was like I said, a big pusher of the independent artists. And back then it was more independent, solid artists that was still trying to get on because labels was popping at the time. So that was their only way is to get to the DJ Clues. My fault, Who Kid, because Who Kid used to have crazy mixtapes as well. Yeah. So but man, because you gonna make me go upstairs.
Yeah. Speaking of Woo Kid, right? If you ever get a chance, and Kyle, you can co-sign on this one for me, please.
Kyle, my bad. Hold up, pause.
I'm in the zone.
Kyle wanted me to give him the
yesterday's price.
My bad, Kyle.
Not today's
yeah. He wanted. You got that, Kyle. You deserve that, bro. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. We need that algorithm. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's I forgot which. I'm sure Kyle can get it for me. Shout out to the Black Psychologist Podcast when you're on your research.
Shit! Dog. You know what? Kyle, bro. Because you know, with like that in that era, DJ Green Lantern, Who Kid, DJ Clue, Doo-Wop, and Big Mike. DJ Big Mike.
Who got it for cheap series with the clips? I forgot who did that one. That was a great series.
But Big Mike, remember Big Mike?
I remember Big Mike.
When those man, I'm telling you, if I go upstairs, if I had the time and I knew we was really going to get into this a little bit, I would go upstairs to get one of them old suitcases that you had yeah. And I will bring that joint down next week. Well, next week I'm gonna bring some classic mixtapes down, and we're gonna go over the mixtape situation again with this. But yeah, man, yep. Green Lantern, the champ is here. Oh yeah,
Green Lantern,
most definitely.
Clinton Sparks, thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. Yep. Because it was crazy because all of them that I named, along with Clinton Sparks, they would never have the same songs. Every last one of them would be something different. And then they would have freestyles from different artists. So it was like you was getting a variety opposed to as it got watered down, everybody started putting the same songs on each mixtape that was coming out from all the different DJs, and it was started to get bad because it was nothing to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
And also, what I used to love about like the mixtape game back then, and I'll let you go after this, is each DJ was from different boroughs.
Yep.
So with Clue was like more Queens. So what you were getting from Clue, you were getting Nas, you were getting Mobb Deep, you were getting a little bit of Onyx, you were getting Large Professor, you were getting Tribe Called Quest, you were getting all types of stuff like that. Like K Slade did more.
Brooklynish,
like Brooklyn, Harlem, stuff like that. You know. For our Philly DJs, you know, Cosmic Kev pretty much did everything. But if you were a Philly artist trying to break through, like I use 100X for example. Like I never heard 100X until I heard Cosmic Kev's Strict Skills Volume 3.
It's the same. It's the same thing when it comes to EA.
That's right.
Kev pushed EA something crazy.
Did he?
And they wound up on Undies.
Oh, what was the joint called?
That's us.
Not that was good too. Speaking of major figures, what was that mixtape that is like? That shit is like, excuse my French, this shit is like platinum to me. If I can find it, I'll download it. Gilly the Kid, Validation.
Oh, Validation. That's DJ Cosmic Kev. Validation Volume 1.
That was my joint.
Yes, I think I got that upstairs somewhere.
Is that the joint with Breathe Easy on there? Like, Breathe Easy.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listen. Woo! That was my summer jam right there.
Yes, sir.
That was my summer jam.
Yes, sir. God. Yep.
And shout out to the other DJs out there in the DMV, DJ Omega, who did all the Wale mixtapes and stuff like that too. Yo, wow, man, you took me back, Larry.
Yeah, we gonna have to talk about that. That could be a topic during the week. We could do that during the week sometime if we got some time one day during the week. And you know,
Black Psychologist Podcast.
No doubt for that Clinton Sparks joint. Yeah,
you,
most definitely. I
think I got it for cheap 1, 2, and 3. I remember I think that should be one of our questions, like on our next podcast or our hip hop podcast. Like if your house were on fire, God, you know, knock on wood, what mixtapes would you save out?
Oh man, here go my boy, here go bro, with his technical issues. Oh, he back. He gone again. But yeah, man, these mixtapes, yeah, he back. But these mixtapes, those definitely, man, we that's definitely a topic of part of what the In the Basement is. It's not just about sports, but it's about the culture and things that we know we come across on our day to day. You know what I'm saying? And
man, I got me sweating like a damn Alabama preacher.
Yo, listen, bro. That's what we here to do. That's what we definitely here to do. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Like and subscribe. In the Basement. With Next Step in KC.
Out there who don't know what we're talking about, we'll break it down for you.
Oh, most definitely. That's definitely. I'm gonna try to figure out a way how that maybe we can play part of a clip of a song or freestyles we should be able to play, but our actual songs we can't. As of that I know of, because I'll be trying to figure out how the other YouTubers be playing music.
Oh, I don't know, but
like
I heard they get snatched though because it's like licensing and stuff.
No,
like
but it's a lot of guys that be doing like album what you call when they be doing album reviews and they be playing it and then we stop it in the middle of, when they be talking about their bars and all that stuff. But they be playing
the reaction.
But they be playing it, so I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, that could definitely be part of what we doing here, man, because that hip hop is always there. Even R&B albums, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that.
But
like what's your top R&B albums, things like that, you know what I mean?
Slow drags, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that dollar party thing. Couldn't wait to get next to somebody after that fifth song of hip hop come on. You be like, you about to put that on, DJ? Yeah, the next one. All right, you get close as possible to the joint you trying to grip up,
or
and hopefully,
or I just get on my Shy Guy joint. Like, did you want to dance or something?
Right.
I mean, so
well, we gonna get there, bro. We gonna definitely get there, yo. That was solid. That was real good. Very good beginning of the show for us being off. We've been going for a week, almost 2 weeks, so That was a good threshold to start off with, man. But yeah, big rest in peace to DJ K Slay, and to his family, our condolences from In the Basement with Next Step in KC, and our community that that's involved with us. I know we all say the same thing.
You will
definitely be missed, but you won't be forgotten. You definitely won't be forgotten, bro. All
right,
but you want to get into that? Get into these playoffs.
All right, listen. Philly is up 3-1. Brooklyn is down 0-3. Also down 0-3. And unfortunately, shout out to the Black Psychologist Podcast. Dallas let one slip away yesterday. I really thought Dallas really had that yesterday.
I mean, but you're saying shout out to Black Psychologist Podcast.
Shout out to Black Psychologist Podcast. That's a Dallas fan.
But do we really care?
All right, we see it now. See,
you caring? You starting to care? You starting to care, and you're a Clippers fan.
Because it's like you got.
Kyle would get on your ish if when it came down to it. If we'd have had that podcast last week about Clippers losing.
No, Kyle doesn't kick a man when he's down.
Why not? That's part of us being men in sports and talking trash.
That's
my fault. This goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago about on a basketball court. K is going to let your man score 60 because he's older. He has remorse for y'all.
Oh, he was talking reckless. He was talking reckless today too.
Oh, see,
he was talking reckless today.
But no, you're nice. Mr. Nice Guy. No, let him score. No, that's it. So I guess Kyle has the same thing. Kyle has that same mantra because you already know I don't have no filter. I don't give two shits.
But guess what? It's like the Osborne men. We're humbleful. We go by the sportsmanship principle.
Sucks to be y'all sometimes. I love y'all. I love both of y'all, but that sucks. I know who to be around if shit hitting the fan. I know I can always get a hug from these guys. Kyle.
It's all right, Larry.
Bro.
It'll be okay.
What? Bro, hold up. He said something. I was waiting for this. Absolutely not. I don't subscribe to that.
Listen, anytime I was there, Kyle. I was
Kyle.
there for you when
Kyle.
Game 7, when we beat you guys last year in Game 7. I didn't kick you when you were down, Kyle.
Kyle.
I just like, hey man, listen, you got next year.
Kyle, bro, and I could call you bro because we from the mud up. Listen, Pop was about to smack K the other day when we had that conversation. He thought Pop was going to give him the good answer like that. Would you do? Pop was like, no, hell no. He looked at K and kept walking like, hey, I ain't raised you.
He walked off on me, Kyle.
He walked off on him, Kyle. K wanted to be nice and pick him up while he's down. And no, his son is over there. Let him score 17 points and the game go to 18. No, he not worried about that. He's not worried about that.
Okay. Like the crazy part is because he fell today. Like he fell. I was like, oh damn, is he all right? And then he was like, I'm okay. I don't need no help. Okay. I was like, I'm gonna help you up anyway. You know why?
See? What? I would have bumped him when he was getting up. Like, you ain't gonna talk dirty to me. I'm gonna give you that little hip check while you trying to get up. Boop. Walking past you.
He said, you know what I'm saying? He said today, you know I'm a problem because you guys are still fouling me and I'm 70.
Oh!
Like, oh man!
Oh! Oh!
I was on some K Slade type stuff. Like, man!
He gave y'all that. He gave it to you because that's nothing. That's the ultimate disrespect from an old head, man. That's why I avoid those.
Man, let him talk. Let him talk. Man.
See, here you go. Let him talk. Let him be great.
Let him be great.
Next week when he came to play, he'd have been like, I hate that boy over there because I ain't did nothing. Yep, and I'm talking greasy to you.
I'm like Tim Duncan.
The quiet assassin. You gonna talk whisper in your ear? I'm gonna give you an Eddie. Rest in peace, Eddie Griffin. I'm gonna give you an Eddie. Cause after Eddie used to block people's shot, he smack him on the ass.
Yep.
Every time he blocks somebody's shot, he smack him on the ass. Like, don't try this over again.
Exactly. Shout out to EG.
Yeah, no doubt. But all right, yeah. So we got Phoenix Phoenix is up 2-1
Yeah, Phoenix is up 2-1
over New Orleans. Dallas is up. Oh, Dallas is tied 2-2. Golden State is up 3-0 against Denver. And
Jesus.
And
So
yeah,
who do you want to get into first?
We can let's start off with the we can go east west. We can do that way.
East West. Okay, so I guess the hot ticket right now, all the Philadelphia fans are jumping around, sharing candy with each other and stuff like that because Philly's up 3-1. They wanted the sweep yesterday.
They wanted it, but they didn't want it. They ain't want it. Yeah. They relaxed. They got real relaxed. For the clips that I saw, they got real relaxed.
Did you now I was watching some of Embiid's interviews, like post game, like not the game before, when he hit the last second shot, and he says like, "Well, I don't really worry about getting revenge on the team and things of that, so I just want to play the game." No. You're giving me the morally correct answer.
Yes, most definitely. Like. You know why? Yeah, that's something that you would say. But you know why he said that? Because he don't want to get bit in the back for the extra that he was doing the prior years. He's calling himself maturing and not answering things the way he used to answer, and people taking it out of content. You know what I'm saying? So if you realize a lot of the stuff that he's saying is more politically correct now than it is him just flying off the handle and saying whatever he gonna say, and then you just run with it. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm the biggest troll. He used to say that all the time. But them being up 3-0, I thought they should have tried their best to close the door, especially with James Harden. I'm sorry to say, but you're not worth 50 next year or beyond.
Whoa.
No, I'm just saying. He looked like a shell of himself right now, and you ain't gonna tell me that it's gonna get better.
He got 16 assists though.
No, I'm not saying that, but it's not worth $50 million per. 50 per.
They said about Tobias Harris.
No, but at that time, they got rid of Jimmy left. Like, they ain't get rid of Jimmy left. JJ Redick left. They had to pay somebody that was going to be some kind of consistent. Now with this situation, it's a little touchy because they went through what they went through to get him, and now they're gonna have to pay him, and he don't even look like himself anymore. So I'm sitting there saying to myself, listen, I give you 35, 40, pushing it, but you don't look like you gonna ever get back to the Harden that we used to see.
Which part are we talking about? Are we talking about Rockets Harden?
We're talking about Rockets Harden. Because before he got to New Jersey, he was okay, but he was that weight injury thing. But now it just look like that leg probably really is, hamstring probably is messed up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that he's not still hurt. I'm not saying his ability is done, but if he's fighting the injury and trying to play through it, that's not a good thing neither.
Yeah.
Because after you get that check, now I can check out. And we already know he party hardy.
Check in.
You know what I'm saying? I'm check out. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm committed. I got guaranteed money. 50. You give me that 50, I can sit out. I can, do whatever I want now. Yeah, so with that being said, they took they foot off the gas yesterday.
Okay.
They should have kept it going.
Yeah.
And Toronto is not going to lay over Van Fleet.
Oh yeah. You gave Toronto hope. Now Pascal Siakam dropped a cool 34 on him.
Yeah, and Van Fleet fouled out. I believe. I think he fouled out. He was out of the game for something. He got hurt or something. I don't know what it was. And Scotty Barnes, shout out to him for winning Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
Maybe Cade should have got it. Maybe.
I'm you know what, and shout out to when we talked about Boston, we'll say that shout out to him for DPO. Why but yeah, so I just they gotta put him down. Was today? Is it tonight at 8?
Which were we talking?
No, it's the 25th.
That's
the game
tomorrow,
right?
Yeah.
So they play tomorrow at 8.
Yeah, they'll put them away at home.
They gotta put the nail in the coffin tomorrow, because if they don't, it's gonna be a problem.
Will this be like another? Will this be like another 3-1?
This is a Doc Rivers moment.
Rivers special. This is a
Yeah.
Doc Rivers special, y'all.
Right. And like I said, even though they won that game in overtime when Embiid hitting that shot, that last 24, 25 seconds was horrible. Yeah. And I posted it on Facebook. Like,
I saw that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and Rocket went back forth at me, like, my guy Mike Anderson, we gonna get him on here. He was gonna get on here and this week, but his wife's birthday, so happy birthday to you. They went away for the weekend, so he said he's gonna try to get on. We're gonna let him jump on and talk this NBA basketball talk next week.
Please do.
But he responded with the NBA players, they do what they want, this and that, which is understandable and true. Mm-hmm. But at the same token, if you got strong minds like a Sam Cassell or somebody like that, 27 seconds, you coming out of a timeout, and the player just drawn to get the ball inbounds, and nothing after that. And then the Embiid gets the ball at the top of the key, not even the top of the key, on a corner of the key, out on the perimeter, and you get the shot that you got, even though Tobias got the offensive rebound and couldn't finish, whether he was fouled or not. But for Embiid to take that shot that 4 other guys on the court could have took, and you could have got a short mid-range jump shot or some kind of post-up or draw the double team to kick for wherever the double team was coming within that last. It's like no lifts, no down screens, no cross on screens, no nothing.
No pin down.
No pin down, no nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting there like, yo, you had all this time. You coming out of timeout, and all you did was pass Maxey the ball, and Maxey waited till 7 seconds, 14 seconds, and passed the ball to Embiid at the top of the key, 50 feet away from the basket, and then he shoot that shot. Like,
and Toronto was like, I'll live with it.
Most definitely.
Toronto's like, we'll live with it. If he makes it, he makes it.
So, at the end of that, I'm just like, horrible. But the play drawn up for the game winner.
DIC FaceTime video.
Oh, man, Daryl calling me. Yo.
Oh, yeah, your podcast.
Yeah.
All right, I'll call you back.
Yeah, so, but for that play that was drawn up for the inbounds play for the game winner was a decent play. Don't get me wrong. That play, Tobias' screen was hella. But if you look at that play, if it don't go to Embiid, nobody else was ready for the basketball. You got to look at it, though. So you got to put it in slow motion and watch how the ball is only supposed to go to Embiid, how nobody ever comes back to the basketball. Tobias never turns around for the basketball. Maxey, Niang, nobody turns back around. Like, if it don't go to Embiid, nobody else is ready. There was nothing else after that.
No, sometimes, like, you got to stay ready. Be in a shooter's position. Like, if you don't get the ball, go to a spot.
Right.
Like,
so it was a chance that if that ball don't go to Embiid, there's a chance they could have got a 5-second violation because everybody been like, oh, he didn't get it. Like last second, like, oh. So, yeah, but, man, yeah, that was that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought they were going to take care of business. I thought they're going to pull the sweep off, and so that way, everybody can get reps because Embiid has like a little torn ligament like in a shooting thumb.
Yeah.
So and that's gonna people are like, oh, he's gonna be okay. That's your thumb, man. And sometimes, like, when you gather the ball, sometimes it will roll up on your shooting hand, and it hurts.
And trust me, the old school basketball players are gonna tell you right from the beginning. As soon as he looked and shoot that ball, whack it.
Hit him right on Trump.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't sit there and say that it's not part of the game. That's part of the game. Period. Point blank. Period. Dean Smith said Doc is trash the last 2 minutes of any game. Doc is trash in any kind of clutch moments. If the players don't save him, it's nothing he's drawing up that's gonna make you say that was an excellent play drawn. They just missed the shot, or it was an excellent play drawn. They made the shot. It's none of that. It's almost like how when we talk about the Nets with it, ISO basketball. Mm-hmm. After one pass, it's just like ISO basketball. You might get one cross screening or whatever. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Toronto should be gone tomorrow, and your boy Drizzy jumping on bandwagons again as he always does.
Of course.
And I like what Embiid said. Yeah, you better be here because we want to sweep. I like that dialogue that they had at the end of the game. But for Drake to just constantly be smiling the whole time lets me know when whoever wins the championship, he's going to be there pouring champagne with them as well because he jumps from team to team. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's going to be doing videos and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned that's a great perfect segue because you mentioned Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Larry, please tell me.
What you want me to tell you?
For the love of the creator upstairs, what is going on with Brooklyn? Talk to me.
Coaching. I think.
Is he out of there next year?
I don't think they're gonna fire him. Honestly.
Oh, Steve Nash is going to leave voluntarily?
I think he might leave voluntarily. He's gonna get a payout. You know.
Like, listen.
You know why? Because that'll stain and tarnish his legacy.
Yeah.
You know, after basketball, they're gonna be like, that's like how Magic Johnson tried. It just wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And then,
but see, Magic got fired.
But what I'm saying is, Steve Nash, with all the intelligence that he has, the way he got the job, who he's coaching, quote unquote, we don't need a coach. It's not a good environment for him.
Right.
So him going to some place like a Charlotte or something, that probably would have been worked out better.
Which is open
who just opened up, right? So it wouldn't be such X's and O's thought about it when it comes to playing with these dynamic players. You see what I'm saying? But him having to coach Kyrie and Kevin. It's hard for him to actually implement something that they're not gonna look at him and be like, yo, I ain't doing that shit.
And you know what? I'm sure he's probably gotten that too.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just get 1-4 flat, man. We do a 1-4 flat.
Yeah.
Everybody 1-4 flat. Come up,
most definitely.
Screens, play the mismatch. If he's shorter than me, I'm shooting over him.
Right. So like I can't expect him to be fired. I can see him probably walking away. Like, you know what? I tried. It doesn't work. He won't say nothing to diminish KD or Kyrie, even though he may want to. But you got a strong person over there in Jacques Vaughn, who's on that bench, who I believe should still be a coach in this league. But I just think it was a bad recipe. It was a recipe for disaster. And then if they get swept, oh my gosh! Not only the scrutiny that Kevin Durant and Kyrie's going to get, but him as a coach, it's like the only place you're going to be able to go now is to Phoenix or someplace that you play, Dallas. But that's hemmed up Jason Kidd.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's hemmed up Monty Williams. You ain't going to neither one of them. You can go over to Canada and coach.
Play soccer.
You might get that job over in Toronto. But then again, no, you might not, because they just offered championship 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's Nick Nurse's.
Yeah, Nick ain't going nowhere.
That's his city.
Right.
Yeah, that's his city.
You see what I'm saying?
So how you feel about possibly the Nets possibly adding General Ben to the mix? And I'm talking about the great Ben Simmons.
Well, I'm glad you just said that, because now Kyle just mentioned the media reported that Ben is aiming for playing Game 4. He is joining his series a little too little. Huh? I'm joining his series way too late. I'm sorry. The Nets are winning 4 in a row. KD and Kyrie picked Nash, so this is on them too. KD and Kyrie, I don't think they picked Nash. But then again, I think KD did, but I can't say Kyrie did. You know what I'm saying? They wanted a face to somebody they thought they could respect, and then come to find out,
the sexy pick.
They wanted that eye candy.
Yeah, that sexy pick. Like,
you see what I'm saying? Shoot, Steve Nash, New York gonna be open probably at the end of this year.
Or the Lakers.
I don't see him going to the Lakers. Because if KD and Kyrie walked over and LeBron and AD gonna look at him like, yeah, all right, nah, I'm good. But yeah. So you said Ben possibly playing in Game 4. I think you should just sit him for the rest of the season. You mentioned them mentioning Ben playing in Game 4 is like Ben's gonna be this big difference maker, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Defensively,
like Young Bull. It's kind of like we used to play like in the in the city leagues and stuff like that. Like watch my Young Bull coming back. Watch my Young Bull. It's too late.
Right.
Too late. We're already in the chip now. We're gonna trash you now.
All right.
We're gonna trash you for real.
So to see them bring this up is like a sign of desperation. Because he should, if he could play in Game 4, Charles Barkley and Shaq said the same thing. If he could play in Game 4, he could have played in Game 3.
Game 2.
Or yeah, so ain't nothing changed within this 5 to 6 days that would have been different from you being able to play than now. So now you're trying to make it. You're gonna make, but you're gonna try to make it seem like he a savior.
Well, he said his back was hurting. So
yeah, but my you know, Jason Tatum and Brown and Smart, they like, you soft, dude. That's all you gonna hear from. You soft the whole time. If they mic'd up, they better not be mic'd up. Because if they mic'd up, it's gonna be the rap. It's gonna be a rap. It's gonna be embarrassing.
You know, they're definitely gonna be getting.
They gonna be in hit. Yeah, what?
They're gonna be getting fined like crazy. Like you might give your whole game check to.
Yo, did you see how Drummond and Seth was looking at the Game 3 going into the locker room?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I wish we still was in Philly.
Yeah, they were just
because
it was one of those like walking. They were just like walking, but you could see.
So you could see Drummond like, yeah, like, and Seth like, I ain't had no choice, but I was better else where I was at because of this ball. Because of this ball with these orange pants.
Yeah, what was that all
Oh,
about?
man. He trying to make a closing statement because Harden and all of them doing it now. So now he want to come with this clown outfit on. I'm like, yo, what the hell, boy?
That's what Kyle called it, too. Kyle called it. He was like, yo, he's a clown, man.
Yo. and I guarantee you those pants probably was like some Balenciaga pants or something that cost like $3,000. And it'd be the ugliest stuff, dog. I just be like, yo, these people just be running with this name brand stuff. The ugliest name. You put Pro Wing on them, they ain't wearing it.
Well, listen, man. A clown with some high price gear on is still a clown.
Right. Tell me about it. But yeah, man. So that's my thoughts on Nets. I think they're gonna be gone. I think if they get down by more than 10, it's gonna be a wrap. KD, that's not to say that's it. Boston is playing hella defense against Kevin Durant, man.
Woo! Bumping them.
Boston is playing hella defense. Shout out to Wes Hawkins. He's a big Boston Celtics fan. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Wes. And I know somebody else that like Boston too. I'm just trying to think of who could it be.
Okay. There's not a whole lot of them.
It's not a whole lot of them. It's definitely not a whole lot of them.
There's not a whole lot of Pistons fans.
No, not at all. It's not a lot of us.
Fans.
Oh, you're probably the only one. You're probably the only one.
I know like 2 Pistons fans, like you and my man Jay. And he's a diehard Pistons fan from like the Isaiah Thomas days.
So what am I then?
Yeah. Well, you're diehard too.
From what age?
Isaiah Thomas.
All right then. So it's kind of confusing. What? I'm just sitting there like.
I didn't mean the exclusion.
Yeah, like. You know what? You know what happened? You know what happened? This is what happened. Yes, we had to do it, so K had to get the mute button for a little bit, because that was very disrespectful for him to disrespect me, and he know me since I was like, it just doesn't make sense. And everybody that knows me, like Isaiah was my idol, and for him to say that about someone else and then not say that, you know what? I can't even go for it. Dean Smith says Lee Lee as in R2D2 likes Boston. Yeah, probably so. you know how he jumps from bandwagon to bandwagon. Kay, you look like you want to get back. You want to get back in here? Are you sure? Okay. We're gonna let Kay back. You know, he went on his 1 minute mute. Anything else, man? We gonna have to. Your time's gonna go up. You got that? You understand? Okay. So Kay's back with us, y'all.
Thank you for putting me in the penalty box.
No doubt.
It was well deserved, and let me retract that and say, Jay and Larry have been diehard Pistons fans since the Isaiah Thomas bad boy days. I definitely apologize for that. So I retract that, and I ask for your forgiveness. Is that okay? Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
not at all. Not that fast.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. So so tell me, Boston's playing excellent. Shout out to Marcus Smart, who got NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes, definitely.
We're gonna get right back. We're getting right back to Boston.
What's going
on with Denver? Talk to me. Why is Denver down 0-3?
Oh, so we in the West Coast now. We on the West Side, Western Conference.
Just asking here. All these teams,
all right, so
are going home soon. So
yeah, but shout out to Marcus Smart for winning that Defensive Player of the Year as a guard, small guard. I think Matisse Thybulle should have been getting some more recognition. Also, along with
games?
Matisse, yeah.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah, but I think his deflections and all that stuff, because the analytics, I don't think it is unmatched.
Well, if that's the case, then Robert Covington should be in there too.
Nah, but I don't think he's better than Matisse or Mikel.
Watch your tone again.
You like Robert Covington? Oh, he is over there.
You see the shirt?
Yeah, he's over there. But yeah. So yeah, congratulations to Marcus Smart, small guard, defending on wings. Mikal Bridges, who also was in the running for it.
Definitely.
But like I said, I think Matisse Thybulle should have been in there as well. He should have been getting some more looks.
Year.
Even though my guy Drew Holiday, I still think is the best defender, on-ball defender in the league. Period.
On-ball, though.
No, if Marcus Smart got it, there's no way in hell that Drew should have won it.
You know why? That part of that is because
if you're gonna give it to a guard, how can you give it to Smart before you give it to Drew?
That's my question too. Thank you. Maybe because
you're making it sound like you're trying to think of something, conjure up something with this.
Because it's like
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait for
Drew.
you.
You know what, Drew? Because Drew's a great. He's like a ball hawk. You know what I mean? But sometimes, I guess what it is. No, listen now. Listen, I guess because sometimes now in this NBA, it's more about like the pretty highlights and stuff like that.
Please listen to Casey as he thinks of an excuse.
This is KC with the DJ Chocolate Sound that melts in your ear. So, I guess I don't know because I think Drew should have been in the running. To be honest with you, because I think he's a better on-ball defender than Marcus Smart.
Yes.
The only reason why Marcus Smart got the edge is because he might be a tad bit bigger and he's playing for the Boston Celtics. And he have two other stars on there.
I'm sorry because
and he plays a lot of the passing lane too. He plays a lot of the passing lane.
I'm sorry because the Defensive Player of the Year is more on-ball defending than playing the passing lanes.
Not according to the NBA.
Iverson won plenty of steals, league steal leader, and never won Defensive Player of the Year. So we're not gonna do playing the lanes thing, okay? Secondly, if you're gonna say that he's playing for the Boston Celtics, is I think is a bit because I say that because Drew Holiday plays for Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, but who's the bigger market team though? Who's the team that everybody comes to see and sells out all the time? Not Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Bucks. They're just coming off a championship,
and they're a small market team.
Understandably, they are a small market team, but what I'm saying is you can't compare right now. If you want to compare apples to oranges, all right, look. Name Boston's big three. Name Boston's big three. Name them.
Well, you got Jalen. You got Jalen. Jalen Brown.
Giannis.
Oh, you talking about Milwaukee's victory, or you talking?
No,
about...
you're naming Boston.
Oh, Boston's victory. So we have, so we got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum,
Giannis,
and
Middleton.
Okay. But see, here's the thing.
No. Finish. Who was the third person? Come on, I'm listening.
The third person out of that big three for Boston, probably Marcus Smart.
Holiday.
Okay, so it's Holiday, Middleton, Giannis,
and Giannis is going to be a little bit above Tatum because we know Tatum is that guy.
Yeah, he's
right?
all of them. But
so we're not going to use the market, and they're coming off a championship. This is what I'm saying. So Boston is Boston, no matter what. That's like Lakers is the Lakers. No matter what, Lakers is going to be the Lakers, right? Yeah. No matter what. But you can't say because he's playing in Boston, that he won that title, Defensive Player of the Year. Like I said, big shout out to Marcus Smart for winning it. But I don't think anybody in this league will say, really, honestly, if you go around the league and say head up from the players, I can guarantee you they're going to say Jrue Holiday is a better defender.
Yeah, I say that. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, he wasn't even mentioned, but Mikal was. So I'm sitting there saying, like, if it was between Mikal and Marcus Smart, where was Jrue Holiday? Where's Thibault? Where's your boy Rocco? Which I don't know where you got that from, but
thank you for the shout out. But
yeah, I'm gonna let you have it.
That's just like saying the most improved player. I was gonna get to that later.
All right, so the most improved player, you ain't gonna tell me that Maxey shouldn't win that.
I was just about to say that. I was going to throw Jordan Poole in there too.
But that's that's who my top two would be.
Because I'm looking at it, and they have Ja Morant, Darius Garland, and DeJounte Murray. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like,
but they averaging 6 points, maybe more a game than they did last year.
Right.
And Maxey is coming from being on the bench, averaging 8 to averaging 18.
To averaging like
a
20
starter.
I don't know what Jordan Poole
now. Jordan, I don't know he's drinking that Seth and Clay water. Like he's over there in Golden State drinking that up. I ain't disrespecting Jordan at all. Nope. Not one bit. Because you know who he reminds me of, though? Because when he goes to another team, he's probably going to be a sixth man. I don't see him, not unless that's New York or somewhere. Jordan Clarkson.
Ooh.
He comes in and it's all out shoot.
Yeah.
Except he plays a little defense. Jordan Clarkson can play no defense. But he reminds me of Clarkson.
That's why Utah's going to lose that series. We'll get into that a little bit later.
But I don't believe. I think Poole is another version of Clarkson. That's
just a more updated version.
A more updated version of Clarkson, because now everybody's so used to Clarkson now.
Yeah.
He's the norm. Even though he had a sick move yesterday on the baseline after the pump fake, and he just slowed down and he spent, but he didn't finish the layup. When I say you just as a trainer and as a basketball player, to see what he just did in that moment was just like
in one motion.
In one motion, he just pump fake, boom, he dribble hard, and then he just slowed up like if he was walking. Mm-hmm. Dribble, just spent roof and just didn't finish. But to see that moment, knowing that he got somebody behind him and still was able to complete that whole play, that basketball play, to me, I was in awe. It was nothing to other people. Like, he ain't do nothing. But you, as a trainer / coach or as a player, he did a whole hell of a lot. If you don't understand the game,
instill that. You know how hard it is to instill that. Like that, it takes like that type of.
I haven't seen nothing like that. Yeah. Like, Kyrie may get to something like that, but Kyrie is more fidgety in it. Mm-hmm. If he slow down, he still got his shoulders or something moving. Mm-hmm. Jordan just like really literally took a walk, 2 steps, 1 step, 2 step with 1 dribble, and then got back into the game speed. Boom! I was just like, that was mean. That was mean. I was rewinding that on the tape. Like,
what did he do?
damn, that was mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jordan Poole and Maxey would be my top two. And if Maxey was to lose it would have to go to Jordan Poole. And if Jordan Poole was to lose it, I think it has to go to Maxey.
Yeah, because Maxey's playing out of this world.
Out of his mind.
And he's playing within the offense, too. It's not like he's like, you know.
And he only had the ball in his hands much now, that since the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And he's averaging more than Harden now.
Yeah. I mean, well, Harden's getting more. He's getting more assists though. Like,
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
But most definitely, neither am I. But it's like I think they're just changing the dynamic now because they already know that Harden's going to eventually he's going to start shooting. So, I mean, but Maxey has kind of like the light green light.
Oh yeah, he has the green light, but
he has a light green light out there.
Oh, he definitely has the green light, but I think the fact that sometimes while watching that game, he gets lost because everything is through Harden and through Embiid, and he's just standing on the perimeter. He's not a solid jump shooter yet, but the thing to get Maxey is downhill. Get him in motion. Get him in them actions on DHOs. Boom, when he can just attack right off the dribble handoff.
Right off the court.
Get him coming down court on boom. You know what I'm saying? So he can attack his opponent. But opposite of him being able to attack right away without that, he's kind of is limiting him.
Yeah.
So then you got James Harden. Once he passed the ball, he's just wherever he passed the ball from. That's where he's standing at the rest of the play.
Yeah, he's parking. He's parking there.
Yeah, he's parked
there.
Yep.
And he's parking crooked too.
Like, you ain't lying. Yep, exactly. But yeah, so back.
Like that.
But yeah, so the Golden State Warriors, Denver, we were just talking about, and to see Denver down as much, and everybody want Jokic to win back-to-back MVPs. I don't know why. Embiid is my MVP, hands down. That's just you got robbed last year because he didn't play enough games. But Embiid is my MVP. Jokic, he's trying, but he's allowing Draymond Green to guard him. And then, you know, your supporting cast is your supporting cast. I still think
he's probably talking to him, bumping him and stuff like that. Because you know, Jokic doesn't. Okay, as big as Jokic is, he's not all that physical.
He's not quick.
Yeah,
and he's not really that physical.
And really, to be honest with you, like if you can out quick somebody and kind of out physical them, like you can take
it wears
out the play. Yeah, it does.
It wears you down.
And sometimes it's like also as a big guy, like when he's trying to get rebounds and people are slapping the ball away and stuff like that, when you're trying to grab it with two hands, they're just slapping the ball away behind you or slapping it away from the side so you can't get it, or you try to tip it and he slap it away. Like that frustrates you after a while as a big man.
Most definitely.
Like, they're like, yo, give me, like, he's gonna start going to his teammates like, yo, get down here and help me, man. Because they're like, you're getting these 50-50 balls and I can't get everything. Oh, that's gonna lead to attitude from the guards and forwards. Like, oh, well, dude, you're not the only person on this team. Dude, pass the ball.
Right.
It's a triple double.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's the 2,000, 1,000, 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But at the same token, I'm gonna say I think his supporting cast still is better than the Sixers.
Supporting cast. As long as you got Will the Thrill on there.
I think it's supporting cast because they're more consistent than the Sixers supporting cast.
And you know their roles too.
You see what I'm saying? So
you know their roles.
If they want to consistently bite the bullet and say, Jokic is playing without Dejounte Murray and what's the other kid? Porter. Yeah, Porter Jr. But
he's the Clippers killer.
But Embiid goes, whatever. But so they down 3-0 and Jokic look like he's tired. He's like mad tired. Draymond and them is putting body at the body on him and always banging him whether he getting a foul or not. And it's wearing him down. He's getting frustrated.
And they're throwing the ball, and they're like in Golden State. They're looking like the old Golden State again. They're throwing the ball. That ball is flying around the perimeter.
They're going. Swing, pass, pass, dribble, kick. Yep.
And Jokic, all that running and like scrambling to the other man because
you ain't doing that.
He'll go right past you and then dish it.
You ain't doing that.
Dish it off. Like okay.
You ain't doing that. Hey, you ain't. You ain't the defender. You ain't the defender that Embiid is. So it ain't like you got.
And all you need is a Steph Curry shot to go in. When Steph Curry's looking at the crowd, he runs backwards before the shot even go down.
Yep. Exactly. The embarrassing shit. Yep. Real sickening things.
Yeah, and he's coming up in the crazy part, and he's coming off the bench.
Right now.
Dropping like 32. Easy.
Yep. But on to our next game, we're gonna talk about Minnesota and Memphis.
Oh,
crazy.
How do you like that series, Larry? Talk to me.
I like it because it's like the battle of the youth.
Yeah.
I like that battle of the youth. I like that the Bane football player looking Bane.
Yeah, looking like Tony Gonzalez.
Yo, man, he's balling out of control. Ja, he struggled yesterday. I think he struggled trying to get himself going. At first, he started trying to. He does a lot of using his athleticism to get him in trouble. Because sometimes he can just go up and just do a little teardrop or whatever, but he goes try to get contact and try to do something mesmerizing, and then he misses. And then he's attacking too hard sometimes when he could just slow down a little bit. Keep hitting that ground like one of the announcers was saying. You ain't learned from AI. I'm trying to tell you that it hasn't lost yet. It hasn't lost yet. But
a couple times he's been looked up at the ref, and the ref is just like,
and he's searching for it. Because it's like you're going in the air, then you're creating the contact, then you trying to do all this mesmerizing stuff and finish, and then not finishing. So now you're taking yourself out of the game because you're not getting this call from the referee who's looking at you saying, "Look, yo, bro, you using all your athleticism to get to the basket. You got a shot, but you trying to create the contact to get it in one of it. If somebody going straight up, it ain't getting it." You know what I'm saying? So,
Denver podcast says Denver is outmatched and outgunned. Sweep coming. Curry is lighting up that second unit. I agree.
Yeah.
I so agree.
Yeah.
I so agree. With who were we talking about again?
Denver. We talking about Memphis and Memphis and Minnesota.
And then on top of that, like Minnesota supporting cast is playing good, and Cat is finally playing angry now.
But you know what? I think that angry play is a fraud stuff, man. Like you playing off adrenaline, trying to be all this tough guy, and it's just like, come on, bro.
Like you're Cat.
You're Cat. You never.
We love you as Cat. We want Cat.
Just play. You ain't got to do all the extra antics and stuff. Just play, because when it don't go your way, those antics is out the window. Yeah, like come on, bro. Cat, you ain't never been this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're a hell of a player, but you ain't that Embiid take over. Cat, like you'll have those moments.
Like me getting in somebody's face, like
we looking at you like, yo, ain't you the same guy that was gonna shake the man hand that just gave you 18 buckets? Like, K, are you serious? Where did this come from? Like, we on your team looking at you like
I'm about that life, yo. Like,
come on, K.
I'm about that life.
I'm on the sideline like I'm playing next, and who's K? Is that you? Like,
my man Larry, no. And I'm asking for a cosign. My man Larry, no.
Yep, and I'm be like this.
I play with them toys.
Look, and I'm be like this. Yes, K. Yes, K. They gonna be like, he's saying yes and no. I'm like, yes, K. Yup.
Ask about. I play with them toys. Rittenhouse Street. I play with them toys. Rittenhouse Street is one of the most better blocks in Germantown. And we come from the same two-parent household.
Right.
You're like, hey,
what are you talking about? I'm grabbing you by the ear at the end of the game, like, yo, what's that, dog? But yeah, Cat.
I play with them things.
What?
So, but yeah, that's definitely a great series. I think what also too. I think Memphis really thought it was going to be a cakewalk.
Oh yeah. They most definitely did.
I think they were looking towards the second round. They're like, all right, who do we play
which is Golden State.
Okay, be careful what you wish for.
Which is Golden State, right? So I'm just sitting there to myself. I'm saying, yo, like Cat, it's cool to play tough and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But play tough within yourself. Don't show all this crazy emotion. What'd he say?
Back to the podcast. does. He said, I like Cat, but he is consistent. He's doing all the theatrics to pump himself up. In the words of the great JC,
we don't believe you. You need more people. Exactly. Like, come on, bro. You can have a big game and just playing with enthusiasm, but without all of somebody. You don't want to fight Aquaman, bro.
Oh yeah.
Aquaman, he fouled you, tried to hold you up so that you want to do all. Come on, bro.
Like, because Aquaman.
Is it necessary?
Aquaman like that?
Not Aquaman, dog. I won't even.
Aquaman was just like.
He looked at him like, nigga, I've been playing against you for the last 7 years. You ain't never. Yeah, Kyle. I was wondering about that consistent word at one point, but K had your back. Of course he did, because he loves you so much, even though y'all don't like none of the same teams. But oh no, Kyle, you okay? Don't worry about it. I got you.
Because it's just like it's already happens. We'll get him next year.
Yeah, right. So you just never trash talk Kyle, huh? It's not necessary. I trash talk everybody else. Whoopity doo.
A freaking
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, Kyle, there's no way. I've never seen you. There's no way possible, Kyle, that this boy like the Jets and the Clippers, and you like Indianapolis and Dallas. That you don't talk trash to this man.
We match up. Like, I remember a couple times that our teams matched up in the playoffs, and a couple times.
You said a couple times. How many times was that?
I remember we matched up
a couple times.
The divisional playoffs. I think we were playing in Indianapolis, and we beat them by a field goal or something like that. I remember
y'all had Pondek. What's his name? Who was the quarterback? No, my fault. It was Testaverde.
No, we had that.
Say
wait, what year? No, 1 year.
The butt fumble year.
No. The one year we beat them. I think 1 year we beat them with Testaverde. No, matter of fact, we beat him with what's his face. We beat him with Pennington.
That's what I was talking about. I said Poindexter. I was trying to get his name out.
Yeah, and then the second time we beat him, we had the Sanchez.
Butt fumble guy.
Listen, he took us to 2 AFC championship games, so I'm good.
Y'all had Martin. Y'all had Martin back in the backfield. He was a beast at that time.
Curtis, my favorite Martin. No, we had Damian, and we had Thomas Jones, and we had.
Oh yeah, the Jones
Keller.
brothers. Yeah, we had the other Jones, bro. We had the other Jones.
We had Dustin Keller. We had.
All right. Anyway, back to the basketball.
I don't think San Antonio Holmes came. Okay, back to basketball.
Are you happy now?
Oh, okay.
Give you a little short one. But yeah, this is an interesting series with Memphis and Minnesota. But I like to see the youngins going at it the way they are. And it ain't coming easy. What I don't, not to say I don't like. You should be proud of your son or children or whatever you want to say. Making it to the league and making it as high as possible. You know what I mean, as a professional. But I think his dad being involved in everything that's going on the floor. You know what I mean? You know how some parents sit further back and just he's right there, and when he pumped me on the side, on the first row, slapping hands, like I just be like, oh, just sit back. Like maybe I don't know. LeBron does that too at the AAU games. He all in the front row and doing all the extra antics at Bronny's games. I just be like.
Yeah, so because it feels like you're swaying the refs.
Yeah,
you're kind of swaying.
And not only that, you're bringing attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like let them. Everybody know you're their father.
Of course,
you're the mom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you don't have to be in the mix of everything. Let just play back. You know what I mean? At the end of the game, you can do all that stuff with your son. At the end of the game, whether they win or lose. But during the game, being in the front row, that's supposed to be for like those other people that know they can't get in contact with these athletes. Not to say if you can afford it, you can afford it. You can do what you want to do with your money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I just think he does a little bit too much like that spotlight. He He want that
sounds
shot.
like it sounds like you've been through one of those before with parents before.
Oh man, listen, bro.
You and stuff
I don't
like
even.
that.
I don't
You
even.
got stories. I know you got stories.
Plenty of them, bro. Plenty of
Turn up
them.
on the court. Hey, how come my boy ain't playing?
Yeah, nobody. But yeah, but I just think that he just too involved on the court during games. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good series. Who do you select to win the game, to win the series?
Oh man, Golden State. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I apologize. I'm looking at the wrong line.
Yeah.
I think this is what happens when you only get 2 hours of sleep.
Oh man.
Let me see. I would say Memphis. Memphis is still going to pull it out.
Okay.
Memphis is still going to pull it out. Yeah, but but like I said, Minnesota's not making it easy. I believe what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis, they got to steal. They got to steal one. They have to.
They have to. They have to
steal one because
they have to steal this next one. If that's the case.
Yeah, you're giving them because you're keeping the door open with Minnesota, and now like with young teams like that, like Anthony Edwards. Wanamaker and everybody. Yep. Anything can happen. Like anything can happen with these cats. Just like with the Clippers and like Dallas last year. Like anything was happening. Like every time Luka Doncic got the ball, it was
this boy he just brings in the Clippers for no reason, like all the time. Yo, stop talking. When I'm talking, we can't hear you right now. Kyle, why does this boy always bring in Clipper talk? Bring in someone. I don't care if it's a false story. It's something somebody can't even think about, and then they got to correct you later. Like this, bring up some other teams. You see, I don't talk about my Pistons. I don't talk about my Cowboys that much, except when it's like something that's like stupid that they done did or something that somebody else did, and I can say it's like them. But this ball just constantly brings up the Clippers in this narrative of possibly winning a playoff game or a series or a championship, and it just doesn't happen. But back to our sponsor show.
Anyway, before I was unfairly muted,
mm-hmm.
No, it's just like it's so many different variables that can happen, like in the game. Like Anthony Edwards can go off for like
40, 50
in one quarter.
Yeah.
In one quarter. Patrick Beverly goes, he hits like
and
like
Pat Bev gave him what, 20 last night? He had 17, and he shot like 4 for 5, 4 for 6 from the 3-point line.
That's all he did. Every time he hit a three, he looked over.
Because listen, and I feel him because it's like I was one of those people that I wasn't consistent jump shooter. People wouldn't give me my bank shot because they know I make that all the time. But I wasn't. Come on, Rico Washington. Don't ever disrespect my uncle, man. He taught me that shot, and nobody has ever. As soon as I walk in the park, they like just don't let Larry get in the angle.
I used to say just guard Larry. Just steal the ball from him.
You can't. That was possible. Like that. Not at all. It was hard. Rest in peace to Jeff Jordan, the best defender that ever had guarded me. Yeah, like hands down. Jeff.
Wait a minute. I'm a pretty good defender.
Yeah, but you couldn't guard me. You know that.
They wouldn't put me up there. They wouldn't put me up there.
I wouldn't put you up there neither. Now we about to have a conversation about playground basketball again. Hey, come on, don't do that. Okay, you know who I was.
I know who I was too.
Yeah, I know who you was too, but you wasn't guarding me.
Well, they wouldn't let me because they always had somebody.
It's a reason behind everything, right?
All right, maybe
you're right
because I was playing a different position.
Thank you. I'm trying to. This boy is very disrespectful today. I don't know what's going on, but dude, you just lost my train of thought.
Okay, you were talking about Memphis and Minnesota. Go.
I was talking about them, but I forgot what I was saying.
Oh yeah, you were talking about Yeah, you made me lose my train of thought too, man.
See, this is the bullshit, man.
Oh, you were talking about different variables.
I'm in the
that
zone,
happen.
man.
You know,
I'm in
you
the
were talking
fucking
about different
zone.
variables
You
that
relax.
happen, like in regards to like Anthony Edwards, Patrick Beverly. I think you left off.
Yeah,
with Patrick Beverly.
Pat Bev had 20 last night, like 4. But like I said, I was using an example of me being a shooter. I wasn't a consistent jump shooter. I could score. I was a scorer, but I wasn't a consistent jump shooter. So people would leave me open on the perimeter, except for bank shots, on angles for bank shots. So in Patrick Beverly's, I'm with Pat because I'm like, oh, y'all just gonna keep leaving me open, and it gets frustrating for somebody like myself that they be like, oh, Larry can score. He can play. He's a player. He can score. He's not a consistent jump shooter, except if you give him that bank shot. But if we let him shoot other shots other than the bank shot, we can frustrate him because it's going to get in our head as a basketball player to say, damn, I keep fucking missing. You know what I'm saying?
What was your side? What was your favorite side? Left side, right side?
Right would be my favorite.
Okay.
Right would be my favorite because I'm right-handed. You know what I'm saying? Left
with me, mine would be left because I like leaning.
Yeah, that's why you never was a good shooter. You was leaning.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
my lean was good though because I lean into the contact. Boom. See, little guys like you don't know how to take contact. So
thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. Kyle agrees with me when we talking about this basketball. I don't know. That's your man. You chose to hang out with him. Exactly. Kyle, he was very disrespectful to the my game, yo. 1 minute, we can go through the episodes. He praising the talent that I was given.
I do.
And then he just gonna tell me, Kyle, he gonna say, Kyle, hold on. Kyle, he just said that he could guard me.
No. Why did you
Kyle.
Why'd you do that for?
Kyle. This boy said that he could guard me.
Yo, cut that camera angle off.
Now we doing close-ups, man. No. We here. You said you like this angle anyway. I was tired of doing this angle with the background. We here now.
Cut the close-up.
We here.
Yesterday's price.
Yo.
I'm reaching for the ladder to get out of here. I'm reaching for the ladder to get out of here.
Yo, we still got 4 other games to talk about.
He said, Kyle. like it's a diss record or something like that.
The boy said he could guard me, Kyle.
Oh, let's get into the other games, please. Yo, stop, man. Please stop.
Yo, if my emojis was working right, boy. If my emojis was working right,
that was right on time too.
You would have got one of these.
Oh, Larry, you are on one, yo.
You would have got one of them if my emoji. Once I get that down pat where I can have it on the screen, yeah.
Woo, you're on one.
We here now. We here now, though, dog. I like this view. This this view is all right.
I'm sort of handsome, you know.
No, I wasn't saying it in that way. I was just saying it brings us closer to the podcast screen.
Right.
You know, I never used this except when we was, testing it out, and you was like, "Yo, this view is the." Yeah, I never.
Yeah, it's like ESPN feel to it.
Yeah. That not the first take, but
Kendrick Perkins. Or
Kendrick Perkins, no. Yeah. All right, we can start using this, John.
I like that.
And it brings you closer. It brings you closer too.
And you see what I see. See how I just sleep. That's my assist right there. Then that's my assist. No. Okay.
The fuck?
Because if it wasn't for you getting mad at me and then doing the close up, we wouldn't have did that. So that's my assist right there. Back to business. So
please, because I don't know what the fuck this was.
Back to business. So
where we at?
Now we're at the Bucks and the Bulls. Now, as a matter of fact, they're actually playing right now.
Yes, they are, and the Bucks is handing them their ass.
Okay.
They down 22.
So are the Bucks out of here? Are the Bucks out of here by the end of the week?
Yeah, the Bucks on their way.
Okay. Right,
they
see that.
They on their way.
Or the Bulls, should I say?
Yeah, the Bucks on their way.
Okay. Yeah, because that was going to be one of my questions. Like, what does the Chicago have to do to save their season? Because if the Bucks take this one, it might be a Dunyan.
Yeah, it's a done bun. How they say it? Done bun.
Done bun.
Done bun.
Son. Done bun.
Done bun.
Done bun. Son.
Done bun, son.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, man, Zach LaVine and DeMar, like they got to go off.
I gave them opportunity, but I think right now they are missing Lonzo. This would be perfect for Lonzo right now because, like I always said, Lonzo is a great defender as well. He would be up there as well for Defensive Player of the Year plateau. Not saying that he would have won it.
Right.
Lonzo D up. That's something. That's something I would say, and I always said that about Lonzo.
And he'll push. And he'll push the ball too.
Not at all. And in this series here, Cody White and are good players. I mean, they all right players.
Great compliments.
Compliments, but
great compliments, especially Cody.
Yeah,
especially Cody.
Yeah. He's proven himself that he should be in the league.
He's bigger, he's bigger than what you think he is too.
I don't think he's a starter.
No.
You know, and I love what's the white boy that came from Lakers?
Oh, that's Pizza Boy.
I can't think of his name right now.
The one who he broke his wrist, courtesy of Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
Pizza Boy.
Yeah, but his name will come up to it in a second. But yeah, I love his game. I love his tenacity and
the Lakers should never got rid of him.
No, him more Caldwell Pope. But I mean, we're not going to get into the Rocket and R2D2 talk.
No,
we're not going to be like SportsCenter and my uncle Shay Shay and bring up the boy name and wind up start talking about him in every show. Uncle Shay Shay.
Yeah, but they, like you said, they are definitely missing like that other guard component.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that Kobe White,
he's not the offensive player that Lonzo could be.
Yeah, I mean he's a bigger guard,
but he's not the offensive player that Lonzo could be because Lonzo he's finally finding himself this year, and he's definitely not the defender that. Well, Cody played D, but he's not as good. I'm gonna say he's not as good as Lonzo.
Not tenacious. He's not as tenacious. As Lonzo.
He's not the playmaker that Lonzo is. Mm-hmm. And they needed somebody like that playing against a Drew Holiday, right? And get it.
Throw that thing right down the court,
right?
I don't even want the ball. Like,
right.
The ball in my hands full here.
Exactly. So I think him and Drew would have been a great matchup, going at each other.
Ooh,
that would have been a great matchup.
Yeah,
defending each other. Yeah, I would have loved. I pay for that.
I'm talking like coming down the court. I don't see any of them spinning each other too. That's three.
They right there, right there.
Like, I'm right here, fam.
Yeah.
You know, another good series is starting to come up with a series, and I think the Heat are going to take care of it. The Heat and the Hawks series. I think that the Heat are going to run away with that probably by the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 2-1 right now, and Miami's up 2-1. Atlanta got they pulled that game out. You know, it was a hard fought. It was a hard fought game.
They got win one from the home folks.
Yeah, and they got another one. You don't think so, neither? Meanwhile, I was trying to give it some. Yo, I tried. I tried. I was trying to stretch it to see if you was going to agree with me. Then I would have been but you just kept going the.
I mean, this might be the game that Tyler Hero just wakes up and he just drops like 27 or something like that off the bench.
And I understand that.
6-man, and there it is.
I understand that totally. I'm with you 100% on that one.
You know, he starts. You know, Tyler Hero got a little swag there. He got that.
He got his swagger back because he got exposed last year.
Oh yeah,
he got exposed last year, and he went in the lab, and you could tell the work that he put in for this year.
You want this anyway? Let me just work on the jumper. Stop scowling.
And it's boot bop.
With the camera.
I'm a boot bop. I'm gonna pull this thing up right now.
Do you think he reminds you of a Bob Sora type, like a Bob Sora,
Rex Chapman?
Yeah. With the Rex Chapman.
That Bobby Sora was You duck.
Yeah, because Bobby Sora is.
Oh, you try to get. I see.
I'm trying to redeem.
You get one of those.
Yeah,
You get one of those. That was a bomb. I like that. I bangs. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Florida boy. Let me see. He's a Florida boy, and then also but Bobby Sora, like he could dime.
Yo, Bobby Sora was tough.
He could dunk.
Bobby Sora was tough before his injuries, but Bobby Sora was tough.
I remember him back in Florida State. Him and Sam Cassell.
Yeah,
Sam Cassell and Bobby Sora.
Bobby Sora, yeah.
But then they didn't call him Bob Sora. They call him Bobby
Sora. Yeah.
Look, Bobby Sora.
Yeah.
You know, he used to trash North Carolina. I remember those days. But yeah, Tyler Hero. Yeah, he's kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I got you. I'll ride with you with that one.
Thank you, sir. And I think they're doing a great job of. I think they're also doing a great job of containing Trae Young. You know,
yes.
No more ice Trae. It's just
that logo Trae showed up a couple plays last game, but
it was one of those
been tough.
It's one of those.
It's one of those KD moments.
Yeah,
he's having that KD reality check with good defenders because it's like Boston and Miami. When it comes to defending in the East, Boston, Miami, then Milwaukee, and then Sixers. But
and they're throwing like different defenders at Trae too. Like they're bumping him
around
too, like coming off of
length.
Yes, they're coming off of screens. I mean, they're every time he comes off the screen, he doesn't get the ball. Like they're cutting off his angles and stuff like that. They're letting him dribble. Go ahead and dribble out there 50 feet. Go ahead.
Well, as soon as you cross half court, it's a wrap. We up.
We on you.
We here.
Yeah,
we here.
Jimmy's gonna get on you.
Yep.
You know? A couple other guys gonna get on you too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, shout out to DeAndre Hunter though. He's having a pretty good series too. Shout out friends.
Yeah, shout out one of Philly's finest, DeAndre. But he was struggling a little bit was it the last game or the game before? He struggled quite a bit. Game before. He couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. 17. Yeah, he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean of the game. And but I think they missing that Cam Reddish thing. That I think that was a blooper for them. They should have never got rid of Cam. Because Cam was playing well.
They're trying to. I think they're trying to bring the gang back.
Ooh.
The Knicks.
The Knicks bring the whole Duke Blue Devils over there.
Trying to bring the evil empire together.
Oh, they trying to bring Zion over there now, and that's another story because they're not in playoffs, so we can't have that conversation. But he looks heavy as hell. But I'm gonna just leave it at that. When he did you seen the windmill dunk thing that he was doing in the warm up?
I thought he was what's his face. I thought he was
Oliver Miller or somebody.
Reggie. I thought he was Reggie White. Rest in peace. But I was like, dang.
I'm like, yo,
I know
this boy ain't lose no weight. Why he was off? Like
he looks like he looks like a tall version of Mark Henry. That's what he looks like. Yeah, and we had it. We had a chance to interview with Mark Henry too. Like when I was interning at Scoopy Radio. And
shout out to Scoopy Radio.
Shout out to Scoopy Radio. Shout out to Brandon. Yeah, like good dude, but he was super athletic though, uber athletic. Like I mean, he had like a 36-inch vertical, something like that, weighing like 270 something odd pounds of all muscle. Beast, you know. Yeah. Next game that's coming up, Suns and Pelicans. Your predictions, sir. Talk to me.
My predictions is Phoenix will pull through, but it's gonna be tight. I think Pelicans dropped the ball that last game. I think they really could have pulled that game out. It was like that last 5 minutes or so. They couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. Then when they made shots, it was like after bad misses from previous possessions. So then Phoenix would come down and score. Well, my fault. Chris Paul, the point guard, will come down and score.
Point guard.
Because CP3 is showing his ass.
He is.
I don't like
the CP3. I don't like him. You know why? Because this is the CP3 we needed.
3 years ago.
Yeah, man. But
my fault. Not 3 years ago. It's like what 4 years for y'all, right?
Pretty much, man. But it's cool though. Like, he did great for us. I mean, if he wants his jersey to be retired, you got to retire jersey coming to to the Clippers.
You went back to again, Kyle. Like I said. And he courted me, and I got caught in a moment. I just thought about it too, because I said it too. So for him to actually bring up 4 years ago, I'm thinking he was going to say the CP3 Houston. I'm thinking of CP3 because if without the injury, they probably beat Golden State. Then last year he had the injury issue as well, and then was it 3 years straight he had the injury issue. But I'm gonna unmute the ball that keep on bringing up Clippers stuff. Like, they ain't had nothing to do with anything. You back?
And we're back. We're back live again. And like what I was saying, though, I was like, because the Clippers, I think that might be the only team that doesn't have any retired jerseys. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Like Chris Paul, we want your retired jersey. We got one for you. Ron Harper, shout out. Danny Manning, we got one for you too.
I'm about to say Danny Manning ain't gonna.
Well, I mean, all right. So, my prediction is a little bit different for the Suns and Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are going to pull this one out. I think McCollum and Baby Durant, in a good way, they're both going to drop by at least like 35 points.
I don't see them doing that together right now. Phoenix is a good team, so they'll allow one, not two, to burn you. Defensively,
I think McCollum. Well, you know what? I think 30 is a little high, but
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see them getting 70 points out of both of them.
I see McCollum. No, I see McCollum going crazy this game because most games when their backs are against the wall, especially back in his Portland days and stuff like that, yeah, good things happen.
Yeah,
good things happen with that.
I'll accept.
I'm listening.
I'll accept one of them getting 35.
Mm-hmm.
I can't accept both of them getting 35 against Phoenix.
I say 30. I say somebody. I say.
So you saying together?
Brandon will have 31. Brandon will have 31, and CJ McCollum will have like 29 or something like that.
So you saying they can get a combined 60 points?
Yeah.
I can say you saying 50-50, 60 points. 49-51. That's what you're saying? Because if they get 60 and one go off, the other one only going to have like 18, 19.
Oh, well.
Because
depends on how these buckets are going to be scored then.
A go off is 35.
Yeah.
And up.
But out of those two, it all depends on the matchups too. Because it all depends on how Brandon Ingram, if he starts coming downhill and stuff like that. If he starts coming downhill,
and he good because he got some shake and bake and he got that length.
Mm-hmm,
so
like a little, it's not even like a crazy like it'll make you touch earth shake and bake. It's just like
it's just enough to get past you.
Get past you. And dude, you know what?
Yep.
Because young boys don't realize that. Like, yeah, man, I'm shaking and baking you, dude. All I need is one move to get past you, and that's it.
I be trying to tell these kids, though. I mean, you can practice all these 7-8 combinations, but how often your coach gonna let you do a 7-8 combination? Man, game is off instinct. If I can beat you with one cross and my step get across your body, that's what I'm doing. They want to step across your body, beat you, then pull it back, and just do a shimmy and step back and a side step, and then shoot a jump shot. And I'm like, yo, you just let me. You let me back into play. Thanks for letting me back into play. You had me beat. I got an extra 30 seconds on the floor before my coach beat me. Because next time you try, you're just gonna beat me because your coach gonna be like, you had it the first time.
Because I know you do the drills too, right? Like the drill, like they might be at the on the baseline, like and you throw them the ball. And you have them like make one move, like okay, like you
start off with the rip. Like, you step with the rip.
Through,
exactly.
And then either you dribble or you just pull up, or you do a like you can up fake, or you catch it. You can do that the one combo, but you're not going to get 4 or 5 moves out of that. You get 5 combos out of that.
No, not at all.
Like so
not unless the other team players just don't want to play defense and help, and you can just have somebody on the island like that, and your coach is allowing you to, and the rest of your players are no good, so they're like, yeah, go ahead, do it.
Let mirror.
Yeah. Because if it's me and I'm on your team, I'm like, yo, come on, dog. If you can't get back, just pass the ball. Swing that shit.
Play off for mirror.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing. Sure.
Over and over again. Dog, you done lost him 4 times and you keep bringing it back to him. Like, all right.
But I definitely have the Pelicans tying that thing up to make it interesting.
Okay. That sounds
I think so far,
sounds
I
good.
think the the best series for me is like Minnesota, Memphis, and like the Pelican series so far. Those have been the best ones to me.
Yes.
You know, so but now we have to go to college, and if you haven't been, if you're living under a rock, I mean, you do now know that Jay Wright has stepped down as Villanova coach.
Yes, he did. Congratulations, Jay Wright, on a successful 7 or 21? 21 years at the lead in Villanova, 2 national championships, and have kept them ranked every year. Congratulations to you and your family, but I think it's something else, and it's being brewed. I don't think he want, but I don't believe that he wants to coach NBA players.
I don't think so. Either.
His way of coaching is different. Yeah. That's like Mike Krzyzewski. His way of coaching is different. So to put him in a place where once somebody else, even Deion Sanders said it. When they asked him, do you want to coach an NFL team? He said no. I can't coach somebody that doesn't respect being paid to do something they are supposed to do.
Yeah, and some men, grown men,
they
don't like taking instruction.
Right, and he said, "I'd rather not."
I know some dudes. I'm sure you've been through this before. I know you've told guys, listen, run this thing right here. Give him a pin down, such and such. You come off the curve, and you'll get the ball right back. And they get mad at you because you're telling them what to do. You're not even telling them what to do. You're just giving a suggestion. Like, all right, do this. Oh man, I'm a grown man. Nobody told me what to do. All right, then we'll keep gunning then.
Kyle, you courted.
What about the dude? I'm sorry.
Kyle, you courted.
My bad, Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle. I apologize.
You courted, Kyle.
I apologize, Kyle. The Dallas Utah series. I'm sorry, because I was blowing your phone up, Kyle. I apologize.
But Kyle, it's crazy because he could bring up all this Clippers stuff, but he just totally just dismissed your Dallas, boy. Maybe because when we start mentioning the Dallas thing earlier, he probably thought we spoke on the actual series, but we didn't.
Won those series, so we won those series off those Dallas series. So
gosh,
so I'm not really worried about that.
You're throwing shots. So here you go again.
I'm not throwing shots. I wouldn't call it throwing shots. That's just what happened in this series, just like vice versa, So, but yeah, the Dallas Utah series is definitely a good series. That's going to go down probably to either game 6. I think Dallas is going to beat them in 6 games because they almost had him. They almost had him before. Jalen Brunson is in his bag. Luke is also in his bag too. But it's just the fact there's a lot of shots that kind of like rimmed out, like that Jordan Powell shot that rimmed off, which he should have got foul. He should have got free throws for. But it's the playoff. So Rudy Gobert has been. He's been all right, but he's been pretty inconsistent from the line. So you can
hate
on
Rudy
that.
Gobert.
Wow, you really do? Wow.
Yeah, I really do.
I put him on my team as a center. Nah, but I wouldn't train him
for 200-something million.
No,
that's what triggers me about him. It ain't too much about anything else. I mean, I know he's only a defender. He's not like he's going to be a liable asset on one end of the floor. Besides putbacks, you can't give him the ball. You can't give him the ball and say do a drop step. You can't give him the ball and say do a jump hook. You can't tell him to do any of that stuff. All he is a defender, and for
do is throw up a hook shot.
And for somebody, and for somebody like Ayton, who's up for a contract, and Phoenix, I don't know what their cap space is right now, but for them not wanting to give him a max contract because that's what he's asking for, and he's a much more rounded player than Gobert. Gobert does have defensive player of the year under his belt, but Ayton does everything that you would want your center to do: shoot the ball, rebound, block shots, defend. He does everything, and he can't get a max deal, but you give Gobert a max deal, $200 million, making him feel like he's somebody.
Block shots. I know. I'm just saying. I don't understand it either because that's all he does. All he does is block shots, and maybe occasionally he'll get. I know. And occasionally he'll get like 20 rebounds every now and then. But other than that, you can't run any plays for him.
He's off the floor
You can run a lob. You can run a lob for him.
He's off. That's you running that, or that's just
Not all
a
the time.
that's a God given play
That's the
as
only thing you
a
can
basketball
do for him.
player.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can.
You're not drawing that up. You're just saying screen. It ain't like you can pop. What else are you gonna do off of that screen?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, because a lot of people, oh man, like Rudy Gobert, brings. No, not really, because on the floor on defense, all we gotta do is put a switch on him, put a faster player on him. That's it. It's a dungeon.
He's off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Opposite of that, Ayton is on the floor, whether you go small or not. He still can be on the floor. Gobert, you can't have him on the floor at all. And they've proven that last year, and they done it earlier this year. I mean, they just recently did it the game before last. What's up, Pop?
Yeah, Larry said, "What's up, Dad? You on the podcast? Who's taking the Sixers series? Sixers in Toronto.
Sixers in 5.
Whoa, you heard it here. He said Sixers.
He said 5, so you think they're gonna lose tomorrow?
He said he's Dad's cracking up. He said so. Larry said so. The Sixers are gonna lose tomorrow.
They have 3-1. I'm sorry. So he think they're gonna win tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he said they're
gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah, he said they're winning 5. Yeah,
they have to. They have to.
Yeah.
I think they don't. It's gonna be something.
What's that? Yeah, I think he's probably gonna get some rest and then Sixers are 5. That's what Dad said.
Hold on. Don't read that yet. Read this one. My bro, Kyle, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, man.
Talk to me, Kyle. Talk to me nicely. How you say it? Talk to me nicely.
Everybody's included here, y'all.
There you go.
You kind of establishing y'all running here.
If Luka stays healthy, we should be able to win the series. They can't stop Brunson. We'll let Mitchell get his numbers and neutralize everyone else. That sounds good from the outside looking in.
Yeah. No, I mean it's. I think that can happen. So Pops.
He part of the show, Kyle. Pop's part of the show because he's ready to deck K the other day when we were talking about that recreation basketball stuff. Talking about, let him score. You crazy? K thought he was gonna be on his side, Kyle. K really thought he was gonna be on his side, and Pops was like, what the flip? No, I'm not letting him score. Kyle like, K like, no, Pop, but if you, he said no. Out of pocket. Kyle, you made a rightful point, but all of us from the outside looking in to say that same thing that you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's easy to say we'll let one person beat us or try to neutralize one person and let everyone else beat us. But the problem is when everyone else start beating you, you give them that momentum and that jolt that they can do something, and all you need is that one basket from the person that you're trying to neutralize. Mm-hmm. And that's the game of basketball when it comes to runs. You like, all right, I'm Embiid. We're gonna let Tobias kill us, but we're gonna stop Embiid. But Tobias killing, you're stopping Embiid, but then Embiid get that one basket, and now you done sparked the whole team because Embiid got that one basket in that run when Tobias was going off. Now Harden getting the basket. Now Maxey come down and get 2 baskets. Like you start seeing that type situation when it comes to basketball. When you try to do it that way, I think their best bet is to keep playing the way they playing. But Jalen, as good as he's playing, somebody else has to get involved. Somebody else has to have a breakout game where Jalen don't have to put so much pressure on himself to play as not hard, but to be as dominant when Luka's not in the game. So you're gonna need those other players that's hitting the threes and stuff like that for y'all to really take over this.
Reg, all those guys, and Dorney Finn, I think that's his last name. Dorney Finn.
Yeah. The long, lanky, athletic kid.
Finn.
Dorsey.
Yeah, Dorsey Finn.
Yeah.
So, you know,
but
but yeah, Kyle, I didn't mean not to, you know.
yes, he did.
Your
Yes, he did. He talked more about the Clippers than your Mavericks.
Kyle, don't let them divide us, Kyle. Don't let them divide our brotherhood.
Here we
Kyle.
go. Here we go.
Don't let them divide our brotherhood.
I'm your friend. I'm your friend to the end.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, you know, Jay Wright is actually stepping down.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to come back to coaching college. But you know, like I said, I'm looking at his whole resume here. Like, I mean, he's like 6'42", 282. He's got inducted to the Hall of Fame in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much won on like every level in college basketball. Like, he won in the NCAA, like the tournament. He's even won in the NIT too. Because I remember when Villanova was not so good, when they had like Nardi and all those guys. Like when Nardi first came to the team, Sales, like Nikisha Sales' brother, and all them. Like, what's the dude's name? Jermaine Mosley, I think that was his name, or something like that. You know, from Villanova. This one they were not so good, and they were going to the NIT. You know, but then eventually they started, you know, better recruiting, like New York, Pennsylvania, Jersey, stuff like that. That's when, you know, Randy Foye, Alan Ray, and everybody started coming to the mix and stuff like that. Kyle, Laurie, of course, Shane, everybody, you know, Bilal for like that 1 year.
Right.
And yeah, they started like becoming like more of a natural, you know, more of a powerhouse and stuff like that. They were going to the tournament, knocking off teams. I remember that year they knocked off Florida that year. That was a great year. I think they knocked off Matt Walsh in them. That was the Matt Walsh year. Yeah, they knocked them right off. I was happy. Woo, I was happy. Doing cartwheels and everything. Also, 27 to 15 Big East tournament record for championships and everything like that. 2 NCAA championships, 4 Final Fours, 5 Big East chips. 06 Coach of the Year, NEBC Coach of the Year, 6-time Big East Coach of the Year. Like, I mean, this resume speaks volumes. But my question to you, Larry, you know, is what's next for Villanova? Like, what does that mean for the school as a whole in regards to like recruiting? Because Kyle Neptune, no disrespect, you know, Kyle Neptune is no Jay Wright.
Right.
Can he get him back to the tournament?
With the players that he have, there's a possibility to keep the momentum going for right now because Jay Wright's still going to be implemented in these kids for the next year or two that are there. You know what I'm saying? As far as incoming players, there's going to be a learning curve because he's going to want to stamp his own offensive philosophy, defensive philosophy to that program. So time will tell on that. I think it's going to be kind of hard. Well, it's going to be very hard to follow in Jay Wright's footsteps. Number one.
Don't even try.
Yeah, so you got to think about that aspect of it as a coach. So it's like, how do I implement my impact on this program now that he's gone? Because everybody's going to compare me to him.
Right, like my own stamp, how he deviated from Steve Lapis.
Right.
You
so who's ever coming at the Mike Krzyzewski, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be hard, but depending on your program. So you have a Duke, you have a Villanova. Whoever goes to Duke, they know they're still going to play Duke kind of basketball, which is up and down. You're still going to get the top recruits. Nova, now you don't have that name to go with recruiting these kids. Jay walk in there in his outfit and just be like, I'm Jay Wright. Like
my kid's coming to Nova.
What you want to do?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Coming to Nova.
It's like it's almost intimidating. It's almost intimidating because he's going to get the kids that he wants. He's not going to go after all the kids. He's going to go after the kids that he wants.
Right.
Now you have to come in and you don't have that I'm Jay Wright and sit down. You got to sell the school.
Yeah. He's like,
because nobody know what you want to do yet.
He's like, I'm Kyle Neptune. He's like, who? Kyle Neptune.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know Jay Wright? Is Jay Wright in the car and he's not coming in, or
are these kids?
What's going on?
Are these kids that's there? Is anybody hitting the transfer portal?
That's gonna be my next question, Larry. Yo, you're on point today. Perfect segue. What does that mean? That's what I'm
Yesterday's
saying.
price
Hey,
is
man.
not
Listen.
today's
I'm in the zone,
Right, because I was
man.
going to say, what
I'm
does
in
that
the fucking
mean?
zone. Would you relax?
He's certified.
Like, what does it mean, like, for the transfer portal and stuff like that? And, you know, why are coaches, and then my other question is, why are coaches, like, suddenly leaving these programs now? Like, Mark Turgeon left the program early this year. Chris Mack left the program in the middle of the season. Which, I'm out.
I really think that these coaches, some of them are older coaches, and they're tired of these kids feeling privileged.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have the older coaches that, you know, my kids play hard and they play upon earning. And then you have these kids that, all right, you got me here, I'm here. You said I'm starting, right? Oh, I ain't starting? Oh, I ain't getting this amount of minutes? Now the transfer portal says you can play right away.
That is like the Wild Wild West, man. Like,
So
you can
it's
literally
like,
play 4 years at 4 different schools if need be. That's crazy.
So now the transfer portal is basically saying, you know, if a kid don't feel like he's playing enough here, he can just up and go. Before the coaches had leeway, like, I could hold you from playing.
Right.
We're not releasing you. So now what? So you ain't had no choice. They lost control. So now the older coaches are like, you know what, man? I'm done. I ain't got time for this. These kids, they want everything, don't want to fight for anything. I got to recruit certain kids, but those certain kids may not be the kids that's going to help my program. My job is year to year now. My job relies on us succeeding, but you proving that you can be an asset to what we got going on here. And now you're not getting that out of these kids. These kids want to come in and to play right away. Nobody want to work. Nobody want to be. But that's when we used to talk about these kids going to schools that for the name instead of going to the school where they're going to play.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that in the earlier podcast.
Yeah, that was like probably week 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there. So I look at it in that aspect. Like, you know, a lot of the older coaches don't like the new rules. These kids are getting paid now, finally. Well deserved. Take nothing away from that. But now they don't have the control over the kid that they used to have, being as though you just sold them a dream once they got to the school. And you like Calipari, that you're recruiting over top of real recruits. So even after they commit, if that next big star come and say, Kyle, I want to come play with you, and they play in that role that kid that you just signed played, you probably gonna play that kid that you just didn't just sign. You just, you know, the newest one over the one you just signed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I think that's where I think Quade had a problem in Kentucky. He was legit for them. He was the point guard that they needed, but Calipari wanted to recruit over top of him.
Oh yeah,
wanted to go on this sides playing a bunch of kids that's 6'8" and up, athletic,
like Shaw Jesus Alexander and all
yeah,
those guys.
And when he did that, it pushed Quade out.
Yeah,
out the rotation sometimes and everything. But then when Quade played, he was what that team needed.
He was steady.
He was the point guard. But then you take him out, then you just got helter skelter.
And that's what. But you know what? That's what they like though down there in Kentucky. They like that helter skelter basketball, that punk rock pace, running up and down, turnovers and
because prior
and stuff like that.
Now because prior to, they was up and down, but they had guards that could control the floor. You had John Wall. You had what's the little point guard they had that was like 5'8", 5'10", little ball. He played right before John Wall, it was after John Wall. Because the Twins was after John Wall.
Yeah, the Harrison Twins.
So Harrison Twins was after John Wall.
What was his name? Was he?
He was real short. And then they had.
That's what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Then they had Page, right? That played for Phoenix.
Yep.
Like they had actual point guards that wasn't all athletic and stuff, but they controlled the pace, and he was winning at that. You remember Kentucky had an issue with winning like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
because he wanted to go in this different direction. Once he went in that different direction, it wasn't working out for him.
Yeah,
Alexander, I'm out. Next that.
We start losing to Evansville and stuff like that.
Yeah, like hold up, but because what your method, what you're trying to do, ain't working. Because everybody that you're playing against people that have real true point guards that's going to pace the game, and y'all can't help the schedule, and you ain't getting all the shooters, the top shooters now. You're not getting all the top because now they got to be set up. They got to be set up, and these kids can't make their own shots on this level from coming from high school, and now all your kids are one and done. So you getting a whole lot of just the best top talent, but not necessarily the team.
Yeah, you only got them for like 7 months.
Yeah,
tops.
And you already and you telling them because they asking you right away, like, "Oh, what's the chances of me leaving right after this?"
And
I got you.
Calipari's like, listen, they're like, I've talked to such and such. I'm tearing up your scholarship letter.
You can go, Alyssa.
Get out of here. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much the show, man.
Yeah. It was great show. Great show today, man. I had a blast. We're gonna get us some hip hop stuff. And you definitely was off one. We're gonna get into some hip hop stuff and all types of stuff. Anybody got anything that they want to talk about culture wise, hip hop culture? Any of that, man. We trying to, excuse me while I'm trying to open my car door for the kid. So it was a great show today. With Next Step and K. Big shout out to my daughter, her 12th birthday, Alyssa. My cousin Fred, his happy marriage vows was made.
There you go.
Over in Cancun. Prenuptials. Yeah, prenuptials and they had the wedding. Sorry I couldn't make it. Shout out to all the listeners, all the watchers, those who watch it while we was podcasting, those who watch it later. Shout out to all the steady basement family members, Kyle, Dean Smith, Lau, but he's in Cancun. I know he was gonna be away. Everybody that consistently listen, R2D2, Rocket, all everybody, man. Like shout out to all y'all, yo. We do this for fun, for not just for us, but for everybody trying to create some content just to have fun and with the talking about different things, aspects, culture, and sports and everything like that. But shout out to all of y'all because y'all made me want to do this.
Shout out to Larry who kept shutting off my mic today.
No doubt, because when you start talking nonsense, like
I was trying to make examples.
Kyle, the boy said he can guard me. For real?
Here you go. There you go again. There it goes again.
The boy, me, Larry Legend.
I'm climbing the ladder.
Larry Scott. Simon's Recreation Center, West Oakland, Uptown's finest. One of the best ever up there.
Lord, man. Like, listen. All I said.
Same boy that wanted to love playing with me. Now you gonna say he could guard me, and they wouldn't let him guard me because of.
Used to be my homie.
Now you act like you don't know me.
Used to be my homie. Used to be my ace.
I'm in the fucking
now,
zone. You relax.
I would have slapped the taste.
Just out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nice. You ain't got to talk to me nice. I'm not nice. But yeah, man, we had a great show, man. We look forward to y'all coming on here, joining us in this podcast. Y'all get on the live. We can have up to 10 people, so we can have some great dialogue, long as we know everybody can be cordial on it. You know what I'm saying? But we look forward to having those types of talks and eventually and soon. Kay, you got any shout outs?
Hey man, just shout out to everybody, man. I had a great time with the podcast today once again, man. Larry, you started it like you were already on when you started talking about the mixtape era. So, but then like you started shutting off my mic and then you started causing dissension. You started to cause, a little split between my brother and I in regards to the Dallas, Utah. Oh God. Listen, man. Shout out to my family. Shout out to Kyle, Sam, Trinity Midnight, aka Stand Up, Delta Gamma Chapter, Penn State, Stand Up. Shout out to LaShawn El Boogie, Z, and the Deltas over there at State University, Stand Up. Listen, shout out to the OG Tracy Johnson. Shout out to everybody out there.
Make sure you shout out my old head that keep giving you buckets every week.
Mr. Les?
Yes, you must shout out Mr. Les. You're the nice guy.
Mr. Les too. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Les. Yeah, Mr. Les said, listen. He said, yo, y'all found me and I'm 70.
I'm 70.
I'm a threat. He said, you
big facts. Big facts.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know about that's true, but I didn't say anything. I just let him be great. Like, go ahead, man, be great. Be great, man. I'm with it.
But yeah. So that was today's show, man. It was very impactful and enjoyed every bit of it, man. We love having these talks and me and Kay getting at each other periodically, you know what I mean? But I got advantage because I have all the buttons in front of me. Even though sometimes I mute myself if I say something ignorant.
When?
It happened once, I think. Probably like episode 11, something like that, somewhere around there.
Okay. Well, we have to pull that up.
Yeah, we have to pull that. Yeah, we have to probably pull that. But yeah, man. So
but shout out to Kyle, man. Thanks for the research.
Well, it's definitely
man.
Kyle.
Thanks for the
DJ Green Lantern. That joint. Yeah.
And the Clinton Sparks, man.
Clinton Sparks,
brother. I appreciate that, man. So so this is you live in the basement.
Yeah, you're live in the basement. In the basement with Next Step and K. And this is what we do, man.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, you will be in the basement with us, but not just watching, being a part of. Enjoy, y'all. Deuces.